Whew, I'm out of breath.
They're just too exposed in that area.
How unfortunate.
That one's for sale. I feel like living in the South, my pronunciations are weird.
Feeling is all gone. If I could take you back to my
I've got something a little different this morning. We're gonna do a really quick Dollar Tree haul. I was pretty excited about some things they had, so I thought I would show y'all what I picked up. I'm not feeling 100% this morning, just to be honest with you. I feel bad about feeling bad, and that's making me feel worse, whatever that means. So the first thing I picked up was 4 packs of seeds. Seeds aren't usually expensive, and that's not really why I picked these up. I really wanted to pick them up just as a trial of some things that I don't so often. The first thing is a Black Beauty eggplant. I got the eggplant. I got a early Scarlet Globe radish, which I'm gonna be selling. I don't know if I'll film myself selling these, but I'll be selling these today. I got an heirloom Swiss chard. And then I got a spinach, an heirloom spinach. So you can see that there. I thought even if I only have a few plants from each one, it's worth the money to try, and then I'll know for the future. After that, I found these biodegradable pots. I know I mentioned these in my last video. It's pretty exciting to see those there. They're not usually very expensive, but they're also a unique size. So let me see if I can show y'all. So like the trays that I used last week with these individual cells are a little smaller. And then I actually have these a little bit larger ones, so I'll show y'all. I think these are a 2-inch pot. There's 10 in a pack. Again, I got these at the Dollar Tree as well. They were $1.25. Everything here I got was $1.25. They do have items now that are not $1 anymore. I guess nothing's $1, but they're not even $1.25. There's like $3 and $5 items at the Dollar Tree. Next up, we got this, let me put this back. We got this little planter. I didn't need this, but I thought it was cute. I also picked up a really small hand trowel. I have purchased some from different places before, and with mixed results. Some of them have gone missing, some of them my kids have destroyed. This one seems just as good quality as some of the ones I have paid much more for. I do want to get a whole set with wooden handles, but I kind of got this one with my son in mind so that he can have something to kind of do whatever he wants with. So he does like to help me outside. Got a really cute mixer bottle. This does have an actual glass container. The sprayer itself is plastic. I did try this out already just to see, and it does work well. I like to mist my seedlings, and I thought it would just look really cute over here with all my stuff. I also picked up this little Easter decor. It's a little faux wood bunny. I just thought he was so cute. I think he's gonna go on the mantle. And same thing, Easter decor, a pack of these almost like twine looking carrots. I love carrots. I love carrot decor. I'm a carrot nerd. So I saw those and I had to pick those up. I also got this little sign, which I think we're gonna hang out by the beehives. And I picked up these 4 fairy houses. I love these. And these are a pretty good size. I would say these are, I don't know, 3.5 inches tall. So I got 3 of these. And I'll let my son put these outside this evening. I just wanted to show them to you guys. And this really got me excited. I love this. It's an actual fairy garden. And oh my gosh, I'm gonna open these to show them to you. It's a literal fairy garden. So there's a little fence. So little carrots. They got little green stems. They're so sweet. And then these little heads of cabbage. There they are. Are those not the cutest things? I know, I'm a nerd. I think the last thing we picked up is this garden sign. I thought that was super cute. I'm gonna go ahead and move into the sweet peas. I've actually got sweet peas that I've sown at a couple different stages. I've had better success than I thought I was going to this year. And I was able to do a little experimenting, and that's why I feel comfortable giving y'all a breakdown of everything I did and tried, and that way you have some options. If something that you try isn't working, there may be some different things I'm doing that might work better for you. So let me get all this together and then we'll get started with the sweet peas. So I've got, as I said, sweet pea seedlings. I've got 3 different stages. I'm gonna start actually with the sweet peas that I sowed the earliest. The first ones I want to show y'all, and I have a bunch of these. These were sown on January the 30th. These sweet peas actually were from some seeds that expired a year ago. What I did with these seedlings was I placed all of them wrapped inside a damp, fairly damp paper towel. I wrapped them in that paper towel, I sealed them in a Ziploc bag, and I put them in a dark, just room temperature closet for 3 days. I did check on them daily. I opened the bag to make sure that there was no mildew inside. After 3 days, about half of the seeds had started to germinate. You could just see the tail of that initial little growth starting. I decided that they were expired over a year, and that was probably all the success I was gonna have. And instead of letting them stay in there for more than 3 days and mold, I was just gonna sow everything I had. So I rinsed them off, all of them, and I went ahead and sowed those seeds. And I do have some footage of when I sowed these. I had every single seed except 2 germinate, which was a shock to me. I did not expect that at all. And after they were a couple inches tall and they had their second set of real leaves, I went ahead and pinched the tops out. What that does is encourage branching. I've moved y'all around where y'all can see better. I let them grow to, they had their second set of true leaves. So when a seed germinates, they'll develop a set of leaves, and I like to think that they all look the same. Those first set of leaves usually are really smooth and round, and it's almost like a lot of seedlings look the same. Which is why it's really important to label your seedlings. I let them grow, and then I literally pinch the top. So just right above that first set of true leaves. So there was one set, and the second set, I pinched that off. Let's see, there you go. So I pinched off right above that second set. And what that does is it encourages branching. So if you see there, and what we're gonna end up with is a lot more flowers on this sweet peas. You can't buy these at the store. And they are really aromatic and just something special. They also have a really long bloom time. I was afraid they weren't gonna mature, so I went ahead and picked up another pack of sweet peas. I did not soak these, so I decided that I'd had good success. I just wanted to see what would happen. I did make sure that this soil was really good and moist whenever I sowed these seeds, and I did keep it moist but not wet for the first few days that they were germinating. Now, I would say it's probably about 40% humidity in here, and it stayed around 65, no more than 70 degrees in this room. Now on this pack, it says that they take 10 to 14 days to germinate. These guys germinated in 3 days. I've got 4 of these little pots, and you can see kind of what stage they're in. The other ones are right at a month old, And these ones are not even 2 weeks old. Like 10 days. 10 days from the time I sowed them. You can also see that I sowed these second batch in some handmade terracotta pots. You can see these are my little over 1 month old seedlings. Germinated in the closet for 3 days, planted out. These are my 10-day-old seedlings, direct sown. They were not germinated or pre-soaked in any way. And here's my third group of seedlings. So let me see if I can get y'all where you can see. So I have not opened this bag. I wanted to open it together because, as I said, this has been an experiment for me. These seeds are the rest of this early Gigantea mixed colors. I'm just gonna sit this here so I don't tell you anything wrong. I placed them in an open saucer of warm water, and I just placed them here on this workspace, and I soaked them for about, I think they ended up soaking for about 14 hours. So they were soaked overnight. I took them out of that water and I got a paper towel, got it damp, squeezed it out, placed it in this bag. This was yesterday, and put it in this closet, and we're gonna see what they look like. So they've been soaked overnight and then placed in this paper towel. So I'm pulling this out now. So you can see that little point of germination. What I'm gonna do is go ahead and sow these. Let me know if you have any questions. We're gonna follow the same rules that we followed the last time we sowed the lettuce seeds together. We're gonna sow them in the biodegradable pots. I've got all 10 of my biodegradable pots filled with soil and ready for my sweet pea seeds. And for this, I am gonna be using my seed dibber. And I'm just gonna make 2 small holes per pot. Keep in mind they will need a little bit of support. And remember what I mentioned about pinching them off to encourage more blooms after that second set of true leaves develops. We have finished sowing the last group of sweet peas that I'm going to be doing this year. And I'm excited. This is gonna be a lot of blooms. I think that some of these I'm gonna be planting out in the garden in the next few days. So I will hopefully be able to take y'all along. We're supposed to have some bad weather tomorrow.
I had a feeling, but the feeling is all gone.
I don't have a lot of time, but I have 4 apple trees here. I want to get these in the ground. The amount of time that we have here where the weather is mild is so short. Planting fruit trees really needs to happen during the milder season, so you don't want temperatures less than 20 degrees and definitely nothing above 80. And I'll have to really take care to keep these watered, but I do have some drip tubing here. You can see, so they're getting watered every day. What you see right here in front of you is actually a hedge of skip laurels. So these 4 trees are gonna go kind of equally spaced along the front of this. I ordered these from a place called Cummins Nursery in Ithaca, New York. It's a specialty fruit tree nursery. And there's several specialty fruit tree nurseries out there. I chose this one just because of selection and the amount of information that they had posted, price, and the fact that it was on the East Coast, because I'm on the East Coast, even though it's a good distance. Shipping across the country turns into a whole different situation. I ordered a kid's orange red. I also ordered a King David, and I ordered 2 Virginia crabs, and I'm gonna get these planted. I do have to mention that they did come bare root. I got home a little bit earlier today than I expected, so I had my husband put them just in some moist soil. I just went ahead and repositioned y'all where you can see a little bit better what I'm doing. So I have 24 of these laurels planted. And I want to come in kind of evenly spaced, 6, 7, 8. We've got all 4 trees planted. That was the first Virginia crab. This is King David. Here we have Kids Orange Red. And the second Virginia crab. So what we are gonna have to do is top and prune these. So I showed y'all what they looked like before. Now here's their current situation. How unfortunate, but necessary.
In next week's episode, so the one after this, we should be starting to build our new raised bed. So we've got several raised beds, but we're gonna be moving those and then adding some more. So the place that I put the original raised beds that we did last year, we had not been here very long and I did not realize that they were gonna get a lot of wind and they're just too exposed in that area. So a lot of my rose bushes and perennials are just getting a little bit worse for the wear. And I don't feel good. Okay, I'm back. Sorry for the abrupt ending to the last clip. I did end up getting sick. I've already edited that. I was watching it a minute ago and I look like I'm dying. My energy levels are just tanking. I'm fine now. My voice is a little bit cracky. I realized I didn't ever say bye, and I also have several trays of pansies that I need to plant out. Today's Saturday and I'm posting this video tomorrow, so I'm gonna take y'all down to the gate with me while I do a little bit of weeding in the annual beds that I have down there and start planting these pansies. And then I will also insert some footage of the chicken coop. If you have questions, let me know. Please comment, subscribe, like. It really helps a lot. I don't have any illusions of grandeur. I'm not trying to make a bunch of money on this, but it would be nice for YouTube to actually show my videos to people. I'm happy moving and I feel blessed to be able to do things with my hands. Being outside is really important and it's something that a lot of people don't do enough. Be that crazy lady or man and go outside in your robe and your house shoes with a cup of coffee and just wander around and stare at the birds and the plants. Get up in the morning and let the sun hit your eyes. You'll be amazed at how you feel.
Don't run with scissors.
I'm 7 today. Like, what? Today? Yeah, and then they stop and everybody in the dugout sung to them.
That's sweet.
Hold on, put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all. I had a feeling, but the feeling is all gone.
We went for an A-frame shape because it will make it a little bit more movable, and it did give some height for them as far as roosting goes. That bottom tray will slide out so we can clean that area. Thought you might like to see how she's doing, and we have gotten some eggs, so really excited about that. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I really appreciate you watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye. Will you bring me that longer pair of orange clippers? They're in that basket hanging on that rail.
Basket hanging on the rail. Okay, got them.
Let me.
Right there.
Right back.
Let me.
Don't run with scissors. Wow. Sheer stupidity.
If I could take
Talk in circles sometimes.
hold on, put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it
4, 8, 9.
had a feeling, but the feeling
Yeah, I want one more. I didn't see you there, guys.